Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one of the best comics on planet Earth, Sam Tripoli!
What's up, Hollywood? How are y'all? Welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming out to my special. I love you all very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. I didn't think anyone was going to show up. I didn't think anyone's going to, I swear, man. Because I'm shadow banned everywhere. I'm shadow banned everywhere. Literally, I got kicked off of Etsy, dude. I don't even know what Etsy is, man. My teacher guy's like, Etsy just banned us. I'm like, who's Etsy? And I'll beat their ass, okay? Because I'll fight everybody. I get in trouble on Instagram all the time. I posted a video, this is true story. I posted a video of two guys fighting in the bathroom. They're fighting so hard that they fly through the handicap stall, still fighting while a guy's taking a shit, okay? And the reason I posted that is because that's my number one fear in life, okay? Is having to fight mid-shit. Anybody else? We got a mud cat looking for daylight? And then Masad comes through the door and it's go time, dog? Dude, I get in trouble on Instagram all the time. I posted a meme of Hillary Clinton's moose knuckle one time. Hear me out, bro. It was a picture of her camel toe, okay? Then the next picture was a picture of a guy putting hot sauce in his eye, okay? And Instagram was like, that's hate speech. I'm like, you know what, Instagram, that is hate speech. But we're battling the forces of evil here, dog. I'm fighting sorcery here, black magic. Right? We're battling power bottom lizard people. That's why I'm getting spiritual, dude. I got the Lord in my life, man. I'm dead serious. Thank you, one person. Thank you. It's weird to talk about Jesus when you've been railing, blowing, raw dogging strippers, but here we are. Right? I got really spiritual after I almost OD'd. This is a true story. Weird time to laugh, weird time to laugh. Didn't even hear the joke, just laughing at my pain? Okay. Yeah, this is a true story. I almost OD'd on gas station boner pills. This is a true story. You ladies have no clue the battle that men go through as we walk into the gas station, pay for gas, and they're staring at us as a buffet of dick pills, calling us pussy, okay? And as bad as Bud Light is at marketing, gas station boner pills on point, okay? They know what men like. We like wild animals and a random number. We don't know what it means. The first one you'll see is like Cheetah 4000. You're like, damn, dog. I'd love to bang like a cheetah. Just be like, in and out, in and out. And then right next to it's Gorilla 5000. And you're like, wow, dude, 5,000 gorillas would fuck up 4,000 cheetahs. And then the Mac Daddy of them all just staring at you is the Rhino 55,000. The double nickel, dog. The king of all kings. I go, give me the double nickel. He's like, you sure, man? I go, give me the double nickel. I took it in hand to God. I was up for 3 days straight. 3 days, dude, committing domestic violence on my meat, just trying to get this thing to go down. I'm shooting it in the head like it's a zombie. I'm like, I'm gonna die rock hard. And I'm gonna go to heaven and meet St. Peter at the pearly gates, and he's gonna look down and go, no weapons inside, okay? Now, guys, if you're gonna take a boner pill, okay, you better plan your week out, okay? You better know your schedule, because I did not. And I forgot I had jujitsu in the morning. You don't want to go to jujitsu rock hard, dog. That's the wrong sign, okay? But luckily, I just had him keep choking me out so the blood would stop going to my dick. You guys are a good crowd. I feel the love. It's gonna get weird, okay? Right? Yeah, dude, I'm spiritual, dude. I've been trying to get really spiritual lately. I've been doing a lot of meditation, trying to get into astral projection. Anybody here into astral projection? Anyone ever heard of astral? Okay. So if you don't know what astral projection is, that's when you get in such a deep meditative state that you actually leave your body and you can transport to other realities and dimensions. Anyone believe that? Okay. Some people think when you're sleeping, you're not actually dreaming, but you're astral projecting to another realm. Does anyone believe that? Okay, that's kind of crazy, right? Because if that's true, that means every night I astral project to a realm where I try to suck my own dick. You know what I'm saying? Like every night, dog. I must love that realm, dude. No ribs, all action, dude. Nothing but go, go, go all night. I'm just punching my punch card, dude. 2 more punches and I get metal elves working my nuts. Right? I don't want to be in this dimension anymore. This dimension sucks. I don't want to be in a dimension where Pete Davidson is fuckable, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against him, he's living his best life, but that dude looks haunted, okay? His teeth look like a graveyard, dude. I've never met someone who looks more like the product they're endorsing, right? Pete Davidson looks like Taco Bell, am I right, everybody? He looks like a condemned chalupa. God bless him. You live your best life. I don't know why women find him hot. But then I do understand, because women love gutter dick, right? Women, you love gutter dick. You love it. I mean, even back in biblical times, right? Even in the Bible, dude. Nephilim giants. You know that, right? Fallen angels came down and mated with the daughters of men. That's right. And of course women love fallen angels, because women love bad boys, right? There's no bigger bad boy than a fallen angel, right? Ladies, how much would you piss your dad off if you brought home an Archon, right? Like, Dad, this is my boyfriend. He's an Archon, okay? And his name is... And we're in love. And we're moving to Reno. Maybe if you hug me once in a while, I wouldn't be doing this. Right? So all these fallen angels came down and plunger fucked our ladies, right? Thank you, one guy. That's the spirit, right? Right? Yeah. Came down, banged our chicks. Guy got mad and sent down one person to deal with it. And who am I talking about? Shape-shifting Jesus. That's right. Hey, why are you guys getting quiet? Jesus in the Bible was a shapeshifter, dude. He showed up as Jesus, Mary, the apostles, a school bus, okay? A ladder, the color blue, okay? Came down and whooped that ass. Sent the fallen angels back to their realms, right? Saving women. Yeah, Jesus saved the women, making Jesus the first ever what, everybody? Captain Save-A-Ho. That's correct. Thank you, Jesus! You guys are great. Yeah, dude. It's getting weird out there, dude. I get it, dude. I'm weird. I'm getting older. I like weirder and weirder shit. You know what I find really hot right now? Hot, racist black women turn me on. Hot, racist black chicks who want white genocide get me hard, dude. I love watching their Instagram lives. I'm like, I'm sorry, white people need to die. I'm like, yes, queen. Yes. I love black chicks with long fingernails. That's my shit. I love black chicks with long fingernails. Whenever a white guy sees a sister with long fingernails, what do we think? How do they wipe their asses, right? Well, I've done some deep dives into this. I've gone down the rabbit hole. Here's what they do. They take toilet paper, they wrap it around their hands, okay? So it's like dormi origato, Mr. Orbato. And then they saw their butt cheeks. That's how they do it, bro. That's why they're so great at twerking. They've been sawing meat forever. I love black women. They make me feel safe. Anytime I fly, and I have a black stewardess, I know we're in good hands. Every time I see a black stewardess, I'm like, I wish a terrorist would. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, bro. This is a true story. One time I was flying from Tampa Bay, Florida to Tallahassee, Florida, and it's only an hour flight, okay? But the flight was 2 hours late. And they kept going, we're trying to find the crew. We're looking for them right now. I'm like, what is this, Marco Polo? Where are they? Why am I'm a cokehead. I'm on time. Where are they, dog? It's getting weird. So after 2 hours, like, we found the crew. Let's go, right? So they herd us all out, right? There's about 20 of us. We get out there, and there is a giant pink plane that says silver. So even the planes are transitioning at this point. So they herd us on, we go inside, and there's only 20 of us, and I swear, our flight attendant was the biggest chick I've ever seen in my life. She's this gorgeous black chick. She was like 6'4", long fingernails. And her name was Sheila. And I've never felt safer in my life. I know if Sheila was working on 9/11, it would never have happened. Who do you have? 5 towel heads with box cutters or Sheila with Wolverine hands? Who do you got? So we sit down on the plane. There's so little of us, we all get our own side row. So there's in the first 2 rows, there's 4 of us. Sheila lumbers her way up to the front. She bends over. She's like, I have to inform you that we may need you to move to the back of the plane to balance out the plane. I go, what'd you just say? What's wrong with this plane, Sheila? Why is it unbalanced? What is it, a millennial? Is it off its meds? What's going on here? And Sheila, you're the biggest thing on this plane. Move to the back of the plane. I'm getting into weirder and weirder shit. I'm getting into some weird shit. You know what I'm really into right now? At my age, grandmas. There are some hot grandmas out there. And I'm into it because you know why? Because at my age, I'm getting too old to pull out. You know what I'm saying? And with grandma, you don't have to worry about that, dog. You can blast away. You can shoot up the club, dude. That womb is dead, dog. Grandma's womb is like Afghanistan. You can just drop bombs on it. Nothing's gonna happen. And the best part about banging grandmas? Cookies, okay? She gives you cookies, you give her a cream pie, everybody's happy. Everybody's got diabetes, cha-cha-cha. It's getting weird out there. This is a true story. One time I was going to a gig, and I had my sandals on, and I saw my friend Lori there, and she looked down at my feet. She's like, oh my God, you have the cutest feet ever. I'm like, no, I don't have cute feet. She goes, your feet are so feminine. I'm like, these aren't feminine feet. These feet curb stomp motherfuckers. She goes, your feet are so cute, you could put them on one of those foot job websites and make money. I go, why would I want to put pictures of my feet on a website so guys can jerk off to them? She goes, I made $4,000 last month. I'm like, what's the name of this website? $4,000 is $4,000, dog. It's getting weird. It's always been weird. This is a true story. Way back in the day, I once stopped a rape from happening, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the proper response to a hero. Yeah, I stopped the rape from happening. It was about to go down. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to rape this chick, right? And she got pissed, bro. She got so pissed because we were role-playing. She's one of those consensual, non-consensual, crazy people. She's like, I want you to choke me, smack me, then rape me. I'm like, oh, do you have some legal documents we can both sign? Because it sounds like your fantasy ends with me in jail, okay? It's getting really weird. Even on the streets, it's getting crazy. Like on my block, one day, someone just blew up a car. Just blew it up. Like it was hit with a direct energy weapon. Bang! Boom! Melting, on fire. My girlfriend's running, like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? I'm like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna hope they hit 5 more cars. Because Because there is no parking on this block. We gotta get rid of the competition, dog. I pay a lot of rent. Outside my house, this homeless guy sleeps in his van. Right on the inside my house. And there, but for the grace of God, go I. I've done drugs. I'm a shady fuck, right? I get it. So I don't judge. Every time I see him, hey, man, good to see you. Keep it up. You're the man. So one day, my kids are just running around. Just running around my yard. And my girlfriend's outside with him. And he walks up to my gate and he goes, hey, I just want to tell you the girls are beautiful. She goes, thank you. He goes, I also have to tell you something. Your boyfriend's a little annoying. I go, what'd he say? He says you're a little annoying. I go, did you tell him annoying is sleeping on my front yard? That's really annoying. LA's just gone nuts. LA's gone, I don't even know why I'm in LA anymore. I'm 51. I woke up the other day and realized I'm never gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it. Who makes it at 51? Nobody. All my friends are famous. They're all playing theaters. They're doing stadiums. I just played a gay bar in Jacksonville, okay? But I sold it out, dog. I sold that fucker out. All my friends are famous. All of them made it. Even my old ecstasy dealer's crushing it. Black Gary is on fire, dude. Every time I turn on the television, he's in a commercial, dude. I just saw him in one where he's teaching his biracial son the importance of bundling your car and home insurance, you know? I don't even know why I'm in LA, dude. The industry hates me. Everyone's getting me too'd. Although Coke has fentanyl in it. Like, why am I here? I don't do drugs anymore. I used to do a ton of Coke. I don't do Coke anymore unless you have it, okay? But if you don't have it, I'm not doing it, okay? Right? I don't do drugs anymore, but I still have drug tendencies, like really bad. Like one of my biggest drug tendencies, I have bad copophobia. Anybody else? Dude, I could be doing nothing. No, I could be just driving my 2, 3-year-old daughters around, and I'll see a cop be like, fuck, 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 fuck. Like I got like 18 pounds of crack in the back, right? My kids will be like, Dada. I'm like, shut up, you snitches. You say anything, you never see mama again, okay? So I always drive through these shady areas of town, right? This is true. So one time I get to the stop sign. I stop, I look up, and hand to God, there's a gorgeous, naked blonde woman just walking down the street. This is true. Just walking down the street. Gorgeous, blonde hair, small back, fat ass, walking. Now, I'm old enough to know when you see a gorgeous, naked woman walking down the street, one of two things are going on, okay? Either mental illness or mental illness. Am I right, everybody? But it's like my grandfather used to say every Thanksgiving. He would just look me in the eye and go, psycho pussy's better than no pussy at all, okay? I'm like, let's roll! So I rolled down my window. I'm like, hey, boo, what's going on? She turned around and her dick just goes. I'm like, why, God, why? Why are you making me gayer? And then I heard this little voice inside my head. It goes, God only gives you as much as you can handle. I look over, hand to God, it was the smallest dick I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, you know what, I could work with this. I'm just gonna pretend that's the most aggressive clit I've ever seen in my life. All my dreams are coming true. Yeah, it's weird out there, dude. It's getting really weird. This is a true story. Recently, I had to go get dog food for my dogs. And I don't know, you guys know this, like LA dogs only eat expensive dog food. So I had 2 dogs, right? I have an older mixed breed, her name is Pollyanna, we love her. And then I have a smaller pug named Roger, and he is gay as fuck, okay? He is so gay, dude. He's like a power bottom German gay, right? Like sloppy bottom, a sloppy queen, dude. Loves to get peed on. Loves shysta, Walks up to my other dog, just pulls the tail up and eats right from the tap, dog. True story, I got kicked dicks out of its mouth at the dog park. I'm like, sorry, we gotta support his lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about Roger. He's the smallest dog with the biggest dick you've ever seen. And how do I know this? It's because my girlfriend won't stop talking about this dog's dick. Every day she's like, oh my God, look how big his dick is. I'm starting to become self-conscious. I'm turning into my father. I'm like, oh, is that big dog dick, huh? You like that dick? Okay. Does that dog dick put food on the table, huh? A roof over your head? When that dog dick starts paying the bills, then we'll care about it, okay? Until then, this 6-inch hammer is good enough for this family, okay? I did that joke in Ohio. A woman's like, oh my God, 6 inches, that's it? I'm like, it sounds like someone's got a car trunk for a pussy, okay? Sounds like someone's got a hatchback snatch. You got a U-Haul down there waiting? The only thing I want buried in there are bodies, okay? So I gotta get my dog's dog food. So I go inside, park my car, go in, I grab the dog food, get my car, and I reverse back out of my parking spot because I'm a human being, okay? I reverse back out. I'm not like one of these narcissist fucks, okay, who reverses back into their cars. Have you ever met these egotistical scumbags who fucking reverse back in? Like we have time for you to do reverse 13 times into your parking spot, you scumbag, huh? There's a special place in hell if you reverse back into your parking. It's the lowest level of hell where you suck off all the worst war criminals ever, like Hitler and Mussolini and Screech from Saved by the Bell, right? So I grab my dog food, I get in my car, I reverse back out, and I'm about to leave. I'm about to take off. When suddenly this cop car just pulls up in front of the parking lot, blocking us getting out. And they just park right there. The 2 cops get out and they get a green gun. I've never seen a green gun before. I'm like, what social justice warrior crime is being committed right now that you gotta get out a Nerf gun, right? So I decide to pull up and look. So I pull up, hand to God, I pull up to the parking lot or the entrance. I look down there and I've never seen so many cops in my life. There's so many cops. There's like 30, 40 cops with guns walking down this black guy with a tire iron. And I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna shoot this guy and they're gonna kill him. I gotta stop this. I have to stop this. Yeah, I have to white knight this shit, right? I can't let them shoot this guy because 2 things. 1, they're gonna kill him and we can't have that. And 2, if they shoot and kill him, I'm never gonna get home to feed my dogs, okay? So I hit the gas and I pull out and I pull right next to him. Now, just to let you know where this is happening right in front of it's on Franklin, right in front of the Scientology Celebrity Center. Have you? Yeah. This is where all the butt stuff happens, okay? And for people who are trying to convince you they're not a cult, maybe you shouldn't have Dracula's castle as your headquarters, right? The only thing missing from there is Tom Cruise turning into a wolf howling at the moon. So I pull up on side, I roll down my window, I'm like, get down, get down, get down. Suddenly these assholes roll up on me, and who am I talking about? Bike cops, that's right. Bike cops are like, hey, get out of there, man. Get out of there. I'm like, hey, fake cops, get the fuck out of here. I got this, okay? When you get a car, I'll listen to you. Till then, get your big wheel out of here, all right? I got this. So I go back to talk to this guy. Suddenly I realize all the guns are pointing at me. And I'm like, oh shit, now I'm gonna get shot. And my dogs definitely aren't gonna get fed. I'm like, I can't get shot. No, you don't wanna get shot by the cops. Nobody should ever be shot by the cops, okay? Ever. Nobody deserves it. But you definitely don't wanna be a white guy shot by the cops. Because when you're white and shot by the cops, nobody cares, okay? Black guy gets shot by the cops, right? Cities burn, legislation changes, white chick just starts slinging pussy, right? Why is everybody getting quiet right now? Do you remember at the end of the BLM riots in 2020, I used to play a game called Find the Black Person at the BLM riot, right? Because it was just nothing but white women just doing this, looking like a shitty yoga class, okay? And I'm raising white girls. I have 2 twin girls. I'm so excited. Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap. I haven't decided if I'm gonna stick around or not, okay? These girls are on double secret probation. No, I love them. I love them. I love my kids. I'm so blessed to be a dad. Does anyone here have kids? Yeah. Do you guys remember when your first kid was born? Do you guys remember the prayer you did to God? Because I remember mine. When the first one was coming, they're like, the first one's coming. I remember just getting still and going to God, God, please, please, God, please. Please, God, no matter what you do, please make these girls black. Make them black. Get me out of here. I'm not ready to be a dad. I'm a scumbag. I can't do this. Get me out of here. And they came out white, so I think they're mine. People are always like, oh, yeah, God gave you daughters because how you treat women. I'm like, why would God give me daughters because I made women squirt? Why would that happen? We all know you're peeing, ladies, by the way. We know that. See, I know that we choose our parents. We all know that. It's in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Have you guys read that before? Yeah, you study it. We're all entities of God, and when we want to come down and have a human experience in this 3D realm, we enter this room brought to you by Archons, bring us in this giant white room. It's a giant white room, okay? And it's like a room just full of people making love. It's like a swingers club in the valley, right? I look at this crowd. You've all been to swingers clubs. I used to do stand-up in swingers club. It was nuts, dude. You know what's like that doing stand-up why black guys in dreads just make love to white polar bears and they're just going to Pound Town and I gotta pound through it because if I don't finish my set, I don't get my drink tickets, bro. You have no clue the smells, okay? You have no clues. So you go in this room, Mike, and there's just people making love. And you pick your parents based on their sex technique. That's a true story. When I had two people pick me. Which means I must have been mayor of Pound Town that day, right? I just must have been dropping the hammer of the gods. And they were just like, dude, that's the guy who's gonna lead us through the realm. I love my daughters, I love them. Naming kids are interesting. I think naming girls is much harder than naming boys. Boys are really easy to name, okay? Because you name after the dad, the grandpa, your favorite black athlete, right? If I had a son, it was either gonna be Bo Jackson or Patrick Ewing. I'll die on that hill. But daughters are hard. Daughters are really hard. Because there's two rules you gotta follow. First rule is you cannot name your daughter after any woman the mother doesn't like. And that's every woman she's ever met in her life. Those names are gone. How about Sarah? Fuck her. Michelle, bitch, okay? And then guys, we have a rule. You cannot name your daughters after any adult film star you've jerked off to. Those names are gone. So when we whittle it down, my daughter's names are Ghost and Ninja Tripoli, okay? Japanese anime, still on the table, all right? Now, if you don't have kids, you don't know this, but when you have a child and you find out your lady's pregnant and you inform your parents, everyone's excited. Then in about a day or two, you'll get a call from your mother and she will inform you of what her grandma name is, okay? Because women don't want to be called grandma. That's an old person. They come up with names. They're like SoundCloud rappers, okay? They have stage names. I've heard some names like Nana, Gigi, Baba. My mother called me up. She's like, I want my granddaughters to call me Mez Mama. I'm like, what are you, a Decepticon? What are you, fighting Transformers? What? It's the worst name ever. And I love having daughters. It's a blessing to have daughters. Whenever you find out you're having your first daughter, all your female relatives will call you up and give you advice on how to take care of girls, right? My cousin Lisa called me, and she goes, you know how you wipe girl butt? I go, no, Lisa, how do you wipe girl butt? She goes, you have to go vagina back. Vagina back. I'm like, oh, okay. Real quick, Lisa, how do you think men wipe their asses? Do you think we're going asshole to nuts? Is that what you think we're doing? Like we're just like, gah, gah, gah. I can't get the poo-poo off. I guess I have chocolate nuts now. What can you do? I guess I'll go run this Fortune 500 company now. I love my daughters. I love them. They're 3. Some people call that toddler. I call that Antifa, okay? They're just Marxists who want to burn down the patriarchy. Sometimes I'll have them a toy. I'm like, here's a toy from Daddy. They'll look at it, smash. They'll throw up a Marxist fist, run off, right? One time I was in my living room. I smelled something. I went to the kitchen. They were rioting in the kitchen. Everything's on fire. They sprayed BLM on the refrigerator. And I can't do anything. You can't hit kids anymore. They're too adorable. You can't hit kids, right? No matter how much black comics tell you to do it, you can't hit kids. You gotta beat your kids. No, I can't. They're too cute, dude. They're too cute. My dad never beat us. This is a true story. My dad never beat us, ever, okay? He didn't think you should hit kids. He thought if you were about to hit your kid, take a step back, take a deep breath, and get one of your other kids to beat your kids, okay? Because that's totally legal, man. He called it the wink and the nod, dog. Every time my brother acted up, he'd be like, I'd be like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, yeah. Regulators, mount up, right? And I just rip my shirt off and beat that kid stupid, okay? And let's say you only got one kid. What are you going to do? Simple, adopt, okay? Preferably Simone. Have you seen Simones? When they're 4, they're like 6'5", 250. They'll fight robots, dragons, stormtroopers. If you're gonna adopt, you gotta go third world, dog. You just get more bang for your buck, you know what I'm saying? These third world kids, they're so happy to be here, they'll shank somebody for you. Be like, meet Poppy, bang, and just hit you. I love hanging out with my kids. I love taking them to the kids' park. Anyone ever been to the kids' park? Oh, it's amazing. I love when people go, humans are basically good. I'm like, oh, you've never been to the kids' park. Because it is Lord of the Flies there, okay? Right? If there were no adults there, they would sacrifice the special kid to the pagan gods, okay? And when you're an adult at a kids' park, you're a bouncer at a nightclub, okay? Your job is to break up fights and kick out anybody creepy, okay? And so one day I'm hanging out with my kids, it's a true story. Suddenly I hear this sound, and it's like, ah, ah, ah. And I look over, and there's this homeless guy tweaking his balls off, just like roaming the fucking kids' park, right? Ah, ah, ah. And I'm like, I start laughing because I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel you, dude. I look over, and all the moms, there was a group of moms. I don't know what you call a group of moms. Is that a gaggle of moms? Is it a murder of moms? A murder of moms are staring at me like, you gonna do something? I'm like, what happened to feminism? You want the 30 cents on a dollar? Let's go! I got the kids, take care of it. They're like, come on, you're a guy. I'm like, okay. So I start walking towards him, right? Now I'm starting to hear what he's saying. And I start hearing him, and he's like, the Federal Reserve is destroying this country. It is this fractional reserve banking is the center of all problems. It's destroying everything. We have to stop it. Cut out the root, and you'll destroy the demons. I'm like, now I got a problem. Now I got a problem, because what he's saying is factually correct. And if I shut him up, I'm no different than Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So I have to think, right, how am I gonna do this? I go, okay. So I pull out my wallet, I pull out a $20 bill. I go, hey, bro, listen, if I give you this $20, will you go away? You're scaring everybody. He goes, $20? I go, $20. I hand it to him. Bang, he grabs it, run off. I'm like, you fucking chill. That is Fed funny money, brother. That is Babylonian money magic, dog. I love hanging out with my kids. They love watching cartoons. Anybody watch kids' entertainment lately? Getting really shady, dog. Anybody watch Sesame Street lately? It's getting really weird, dude. They got new characters. They have one that's homeless, and they have one with AIDS. And they're not the same character. Those are two different characters. What is happening on Sesame Street? Where is Sesame Street? Sounds like San Francisco to me. That sounds like the Tenderloin, right? And you know who I blame? Elmo. Elmo, dude, he's got weird energy, right? Right? I don't remember Elmo on the show. I've been watching Sesame Street since the 70s. I remember all the rest. Big Bird, Mr. Snuffleupagus, Oscar the Grouch, Bert and Ernie. Guys remember Bert and Ernie? Yeah. And we all knew they were gay. And nobody cared. I mean, one of their heads literally looks like a butt plug. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care. Live your best life. Well, Elmo, he's got dark energy, dude. He's got Ellen DeGeneres energy, am I right? Right? Same thing. When the camera's on, smiling, dancing with children, right? As soon as the camera's off, he's sacrificing them to Moloch, right? Thank you, dude. You guys watch commercials lately? It's getting really weird. Remember when there were white couples in commercials? Remember those days? Those days are done. Now it's all interracial couples with a Filipino kid, right? And you're like, dude, that's not your kid. Get out, bro. Run. Black people crushing in commercials. Crushing it. God bless them. Get that SAG-AFTRA insurance. Get it. But they got black people doing shit in commercials I never see them do in real life. There's a commercial right now where they got black people scuba diving. I'm like, what? Black people are scuba diving? They don't even take their socks off in porn. Now they're deep sea fishing. Every time I watch a porno, there's a black guy with socks on trying to get traction. Now everybody gets a month. Remember when Black History Month was special? It was like, listen, you got treated like shit. We're sorry. Here's your month. It's the shortest month, but it's your month, okay? And then out of nowhere came what? Women's Appreciation Month. What month isn't Women's Appreciation Month? What month do you just get to treat women like shit? Just one month. Where you can just clock a bitch, right? Be like, you better hope October comes quick, bitch, okay? And then it will be Gay Pride Month. And listen, I don't care. Give everybody a month. I don't care. Give them a month. Give everybody a month. I just don't remember discussing it, okay? So one day my Facebook feed was just nothing but fat gay guys in a thong waving the weirdest flag I've ever seen in my life. That's a weird flag. You guys can get quiet on me. I don't care. You know that thing's weird, especially for gay people. They're the most creative human beings on the planet. That flag should be like a unicorn curb stomping Nazis and shit. Not whatever that, it's like 8-bit diarrhea. It's like Atari graphics, dude. And now every time I go to Starbucks, I gotta see this flag. I just want coffee, now I gotta think about anal, right? Sometimes I wanna see how much gay pride Starbucks has, right? Just bring a twink in there and just have them suck off people in the... Sure, you can't do that. Gay pride, bro, you know. I don't care. Give everybody a month. I just don't know why they get a month. You want to give a month? Cool, give a month. Why? Because they get weird? Fine, respect. But if we're getting out months for getting weird, you know who deserves their own month? Women who eat man ass. Have you ever met these fucking honey badgers? Have you ever met these honey badgers? They don't give a fuck, dog. They'll eat your groceries, dude. You could run a marathon, they'll hotbox your asshole, dog. I don't know how you do it, ladies. There is so much shrubbery back there. I don't know how. It's gotta be like eating peanut butter off a sweater, you know what I'm saying? Shrubbery, dude. Shrubbery. I should know, I'm furry, dude. I am so furry, dude. And I'm not like you ladies. You ladies can call up a waxing place, get clean as a whistle. Bang, like that. I can't do that. I tried that one time. I called up a waxing place. I'm like, hey, do you wax men's back? And the girl started laughing and throwing up on the phone. She's like, your back, gross, right? So now I have PTSDs. And if my girlfriend isn't around, I can't shave my back. So one day I'm driving down Santa Monica. This is a true story. I'm driving down Santa Monica, and I see a window that says men's body hair trimming. I'm like, what? And then I saw a gay pride flag. I'm like, dang, that's my jam right there. Because you know I'm some kind of fetish in the gay community, right? I'm like, I'm not a bear and I'm not an otter. I'm like a platypus, right? I'm gonna walk in, it's gonna be somebody's Super Bowl, dog. So I park my car, it's true, so I walk inside, it's a Chinese ladyboy. I'm like, bang, let's go, dog. Looks like a woman, works hard like a man, let's go. So I'm like, hey, do you wax backs? She's like, yeah, let's go. I go, how much? $50. Okay, let's do it. We go in the back, I take my shirt off, start shaving down my back, gets done clean as a whistle. I'm like, bam. I go, thank you. She goes, let me give you Brazilian. I go, I don't play soccer. I don't know what that is. She goes, let me show you. She pushes me down, pulls my pants down. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then she just starts trimming down my junk, dude. And I'm like, oh my, she started trimming. I started seeing new lands I've never seen before. It was like Antarctica melting, dude. New pristine real estate, dog. Gaining inches on my dick. I'm like, this is the greatest day ever. I'm like, how much is it? She goes, $50. I'm like, keep going. She goes, okay, roll over. I'm like, I'm not rolling over. She goes, roll over. I'm not rolling over. And then she went from woman to man very quickly, and she flipped me on all fours, right? So I'm on all fours looking like a pregnant cow, okay? I got my udders out, my gut is there, and then she just starts trimming down my beehole, dog. She starts going Picasso on my asshole, dog. Paying 16 Chapel, Michelangelo, cleaning it down, bro, shave. I'm like, how much is it? She goes, $50. I go, why is this gay shit so cheap, man? She goes, all done. Okay, I put my pants on, I start walking. Dog, I've never walked so fast in my life. I was just hauling, dude. There's no resistance, dude, just... And here's the thing, guys, you don't know this, okay? But when you shave down your beehole, okay, and you have no ass hairs, every time you fart, it bubbles up and it rolls up your crack. Women don't tell you that. It goes, boop, bing, bing, right, ladies? It's the best. It's like a little video game with your butthole. Ladies, does it ever go the other way and you get a hole in one? You ever done that? And dude, then I took a shit, boom. It was just like, it was the best thing ever. It was like Cool Running, Jamaican bobsled team. Just yeah, dude, this is cool. Every year I get hired for new gigs. I get this gig at, it's like these like off the grid events. They're like, there's like parallel economic society survivors, you know, people, and it's the best time. They're the nicest people. And whenever you go to one of these events, you're always going to see three things, okay? You're going to see people talking Second Amendment, people talking Bitcoin, and women who stop shaving, okay? Because apparently, during the zombie apocalypse, women think it's okay not to shave through their armpits, okay? Ladies, I don't care if the meteor is 50 feet away, okay? If the asteroid is hurling towards Earth, you shave those pits, okay? If it's Mad Max out there and I'm looking for food, I don't want to come back to Bigfoot, okay? Shave those pits. Now, if you want to let your bush rock, let your bush rock. There's a woman walking around this event, hand to God, in a bikini with the biggest bush I've ever seen in my life. It was so big I could see it just growing still. It was like urban sprawl, just spreading. This is how big the bush was. The bush was so big that the second thing I noticed was that she had a gun in her bikini, okay? She literally had a shooter in the grassy knoll, okay? I do a lot of weird gigs, man. I do a lot of weird gigs. I did a gig at Fremont Street in Vegas. Anyone ever been to Fremont Street? Okay. So if you've never been to Fremont Street and you don't know the vibe, here's the vibe. Just imagine if everyone who's ever done Jerry Springer in the same place at the same time, okay? It's a dumpster fire of humanity. It's a genetic shithole, okay? Now, we might be going to war with Putin, and listen, I do not want that. He has threatened nuclear war, and I don't want nuclear war, because there's a lot of negatives to nuclear war. But there are some positives. Just hear me out. Positive number one, no more pronouns, okay? No more pronouns. If there's a nuclear holocaust and you're like shambadama ding dong, okay, you get thrown in the fire, okay? Hershey, throw him in the fire right now, okay? And here's the second one. All right, here's the second one. Stick with me. If there's a nuclear war, another perk is no more pro-choice rallies ran by unattractive women, okay? Now hear me out. I'm so sick and tired of them shutting down the 101 with traffic. They did it the other day. They shut it down. They're like, my body, my choice. I'm like, you're in California. You get an abortion on Groupon. Get out of the way. People are trying to get to work, man. Who do you think's gonna pay for these abortions, all right? There's no hot chicks at the pro-choice rally, okay? You know where they are? They're at the kids' park raising their children, okay? Okay, some of you are getting quiet. That's not really a political statement. It's more about traffic, okay? So I'm doing a show on Fremont Street. It's a Friday night, okay? And Fremont Street is packed because rapper Jelly Roll is performing. Does anyone know who Jelly Roll is? Yeah. He's like a 400-pound white rapper. And he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. His wife's beautiful, nicest guy. And security is tight. Security is really tight because they don't want terrorists to get to Jelly Roll, okay? Because you might not know this, but there's a long war between terrorists and wiggers that have been going on for thousands of years, okay? Terrorists versus wiggers. It's like underworld, lichens versus vampires, and it's been going on for thousands of years, okay? And we must protect our wiggers at all costs, okay? Because American wiggers are the greatest wiggers on planet Earth, okay? Have you ever met a British wigger? They're like, good day, mate. You're like, get out of here, you gay leprechaun, okay? And let's face it, okay? This is a golden era for wiggers right now. It's never been a better time, okay? Because let's face it, wiggers are the original trans. Am I right, everybody? They're the first ones to transition and scare their grandparents, right? Their parents are like, stop it, stop it. You're white, stop it. You're scaring Mama, stop it. And you can have real conversations with wiggers now. Like they're real people. You're like, wow, that's a great point about Israel and Palestine, DJ Macchiato. Now everybody enjoys my well-crafted, multi-layered wigger joke, okay? Not everybody. And those people's names are Machine Gun Kelly, okay? Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. He heard that joke, went backstage at my show, got my face. He's like, dude, you look like you talk shit. I go, I talk a ton of shit, though. He goes, you look like you're gonna talk shit about me. I'm like, as soon as you leave, okay? As soon as you leave, I'm gonna say how you look like a Hot Topic scarecrow, okay? Everybody's fucking sensitive now. Because we got rid of bullying, that's why. Now everyone grows up and they're super sensitive. I've been a victim of bullying. This is a true story. One time in 2022, my good friend, who I love with all my heart, Bobby Lee, got in a podcast war with this other podcast, and they were yelling at each other, and then the next day he went on a podcast, he's like, I'm getting bullied, right? And he didn't say who it was. So the next day, all of his fans thought it was me. So the next day, my Instagram DMs were just full of Bobby Lee fans calling me homophobic slurs. Now, I don't know if you know this about Bobby Lee fans, but they all look like Bobby Lee, right? So it was nothing but Korean beanbags just called me faggot over and over again. Faggot! You faggot man! Faggy man! And I thought it was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just this army of angry Care Bears just smothering me in homophobia, okay? And then I realized they're all Koreans and daddy's in trouble. You don't want to fuck with Koreans, dog. You guys remember the Rodney King riots? Remember how those ended? Koreans got on top of their liquor store, started pegging off motherfuckers. You might not also know this about Asians, okay? They can't drive, but they can shoot a gun. Because their eyes are perfect for the scope, you know what I'm saying? Rondai over here blinking, they're just John Wicking motherfuckers. And if you think that's racist, you never looked through a gun scope, okay? I'm just blurry, just pulling the trigger, okay? Thank you guys. I love you all. Good night. Thank you guys. You guys